Let me start with something you probably know too well. You wake up and you tell yourself, "Today I will be productive." You have plans, you have tasks, you have dreams, but somehow hours pass. You scroll, you watch, you snack, you procrastinate. At the end of the day, you feel heavy, not because you worked too hard, but because you barely moved on the things that actually matter. You say, "I am so lazy. What is wrong with me?" If that feels familiar, this video is for you. We are going to talk about how to kill your laziness. Not by screaming at yourself, not by using only motivation, but by understanding what laziness really is and how to change your relationship with effort, discomfort, and action. And if you are serious about building a stronger mind and a better life, subscribe to this channel so you are surrounded by ideas and tools that fight against your worst habits and support the version of you that you actually want to become. Now, let us start with an uncomfortable truth. You are not lazy because you are broken. You are lazy because your brain is working exactly as it was designed. Your brain loves three things: comfort, safety, efficiency. It wants to save energy, avoid pain, and move you toward quick rewards. Working on deep tasks, studying, exercising, building something meaningful. These things cost energy. They involve uncertainty. They do not always give instant rewards. So your brain suggests alternatives. Let us check the phone first. Let us eat something. Let us start later. Let us watch just one video. That is not proof that you are a failure. It is proof that your brain is human. Laziness is not a personality. It is a pattern, and patterns can be changed. But to change it, you need to understand the main forces behind your laziness. Think of four forces: confusion, fear, low energy, weak environment. Confusion. You tell yourself, "I have so much to do," but you do not know what to do first. You do not know exactly what work on my goals means right now. Your brain hates vague plans. When things are unclear, you feel overwhelmed, and overwhelmed people scroll. One way laziness survives is by keeping your tasks foggy. Fear. You avoid tasks that expose you to judgment, to possible failure, to discomfort. You say, "I will do it later." But underneath that, the real message is, "I do not want to feel stupid, rejected, or uncomfortable right now." So you choose temporary relief over progress. Low energy. Sometimes you are not lazy. You are tired, underslept, undermoved, poorly fed. Your brain runs on your body. If the body is constantly exhausted, inflamed, or restless, it is much harder to start and sustain effort. Weak environment. Your environment is full of friction. The bed is next to you. Snacks are visible. Your phone is in your hand. Your desk is chaos. Everywhere you look, you see easy, fast distractions, and your work tools are harder to access. In that situation, you are not only fighting your mind, you are fighting your surroundings. So, when you say, "I am lazy," what you usually mean is, "I am confused, scared, tired, and surrounded by distractions." If you want to kill your laziness, you must attack these four forces one by one. Let us start with confusion. Your brain needs clarity to move. Laziness loves vague phrases like, "I need to get my life together." "I should be more productive." "I have to study more." Those sentences are emotional but not practical. Instead, you need to ask, what exactly does progress look like in the next 30 minutes? Not your whole life, not the whole project, just the next small specific step. For example, not study English, But do one lesson from this app. Not work on my business, but write 3 product ideas. Not get in shape, but do 10 minutes of walking or body weight exercise. When the task is small and clear, your brain has less room to negotiate. You know exactly what starting looks like. So, one powerful habit to kill laziness is to plan your day in tiny actions, not in vague wishes. Write a short list with 2 or 3 specific small tasks that truly matter for your future. Then attack those first, before you let the day pull you into randomness. Now, fear. A lot of laziness is just fear wearing pajamas. You delay the task because the task contains risk. Risk of being judged, risk of failing, risk of facing your own limits. Your brain says, "Let us not go there. It is safer here on the couch." To kill this type of laziness, you must change your relationship with discomfort. Right now, you may believe, if something makes me uncomfortable, I should avoid it. That belief makes laziness the default. You replace it with a new belief. If something is slightly uncomfortable but important, that is a sign I should move toward it, not away. Comfort is your reward, not your compass. So, before a task, you can expect discomfort instead of being surprised by it. You can tell yourself, I know I will feel resistance. That is normal. I will still start. This simple expectation removes the shock. You are not waiting to feel like it. You move with the feeling you have. Now, low energy. You cannot solve laziness only at the level of mindset if your body is a disaster. Sleep, movement, and food are not separate from productivity. They are the fuel. If you sleep 5 hours, live on sugar and ultra-processed food, and sit all day, it is natural to feel lazy. Your system is drowning. To kill laziness, you need minimum care, not perfection. Minimum. You can ask, am I sleeping enough hours most nights? Am I moving my body at least a little each day? Am I drinking enough water and eating real food sometimes? Even small improvements here have big effects on your ability to start tasks. 10 to 20 minutes of walking. 1 or 2 glasses of water during the day. Going to bed a bit earlier. These things are not glamorous, but they make laziness weaker because your brain has more fuel. Next, weak environment. Imagine you want to eat better, but you keep chocolate, chips, and soda on the table in front of you. It is much harder to resist. The same is true for productivity. If your phone is always next to you with notifications on, you are asking for laziness. If your desk is messy, your tools are not ready, and your environment screams, relax, you will relax. One of the smartest ways to kill laziness is to design your environment so that the lazy choice becomes harder and the focused choice becomes easier. For example, when you want to work, put your phone in another room or at least far from your hand. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Have your work materials ready and visible. If you want to wake up earlier, put your alarm far from your bed so you have to stand up to turn it off. If you want to read more, leave the book on your pillow or on your desk, not hidden in a drawer. These small environment changes can do more for your laziness than hours of self-hate, because your behavior becomes supported by your space, not just by your willpower. Now, let us talk about a very common trap, the all-or-nothing mindset. You tell yourself, if I cannot do a perfect workout, I will not move at all. If I cannot study for 3 hours, there's no point in 20 minutes. If I cannot do everything right now, I will do nothing. This mindset feeds laziness because life rarely gives you perfect conditions. So you end up doing nothing on many days, waiting for the magical day when everything lines up. To kill laziness, you replace all or nothing with do something. Not everything. Something. You ask, what is the minimum viable action I can do today to keep the flame alive? Maybe you planned 1 hour of reading, but the day was chaotic. Instead of doing nothing, you read 5 pages. Is it ideal? No. But it is infinitely better than zero, because zero reinforces the identity of, I am lazy, I never follow through. Small actions reinforce. I show up, even when it is not perfect. Laziness hates this, because laziness likes to say, we already failed today, so let us give up completely. You answer, no, we will still do something. Now, let us bring identity into this. If you keep telling yourself, I am lazy, I am a procrastinator, I am undisciplined, your brain starts to treat that like a fact. Your actions follow the story you repeat. To kill laziness, you do not pretend you are super disciplined overnight, but you also stop worshiping the identity of lazy person. You switch your language toward process. Instead of, I am lazy, you say, I have lazy habits that I am changing. Instead of, I am a procrastinator, you say. I often procrastinated before, but I am learning to act sooner. It seems small, but identity sentences are powerful. Because your brain wants to behave in a way that matches your self-image. So be careful with labels. Use labels that give you space to grow. Now, how do we put all this together in daily life? Let us create a simple structure to kill laziness day by day. 3 steps. Plan clearly. Start small and fast. Reward progress, not perfection. Plan clearly. At the start of the day or the night before, write down 2 or 3 important actions you want to complete tomorrow. Make them specific, measurable, and small enough to be realistic. Not 20 things. 2 or 3 that truly matter. Start small and fast. When the time comes to do the task, do not negotiate for 30 minutes. Do not wait to feel ready. Tell yourself, I will just start for 5 minutes. Open the document. Open the book. Put on the shoes. Usually, once you start, it becomes easier to continue. Action comes before motivation, not the other way around. Reward progress, not perfection. At the end of the day, look at what you did. Maybe you did not do everything, but focus on the actions you did take. Acknowledge them. You can say, today, I beat my laziness in these moments. Your brain needs to feel some satisfaction from effort, or it will not want to repeat it. Do not only punish yourself. Learn to celebrate the small wins that go against the lazy pattern. Over time, these small wins stack. You look back after a few months and notice, your laziness is not dead, but it is weaker. You have more moments of, I did it even though I did not feel like it. That is how discipline is born. Before we finish, remember this. You do not need to kill 100% of your laziness to change your life. You just need to win more often than you lose. You just need to create a new default, where your first reaction might still be, I do not want to. But your second reaction is, I will do a little anyway. That little is where your future lives. So the next time you catch yourself lying on the bed, scrolling, avoiding saying later, pause. Take a breath. Ask, What small, specific action can I do right now for 5 minutes that my future self will thank me for? Then do it. Laziness will not like it, but your life will. And if this message hit you today, subscribe to this channel so you keep getting practical reminders and strategies that help you act even when your brain wants to postpone your own life. You are not a lazy person. You are a powerful person with lazy habits. And habits can be changed, one small action at a time.